Hello, welcome back to my channel Lomzy Sews. In today's sewing tutorial, I'll be sharing with you guys how I made this deep cow neck top with bell sleeve and skirt wrapper. Actually, this video is a two-part. It has a part 1 and a part 2. So this is the part 2. In the part 1, we cut the cow neck top and the wrapper. Today I'm going to be cutting the sleeve, and we're going to cut and draft everything and sew it. So as you can see, it's a wrapper with bell sleeve. If this is what you're looking for, then continue watching till the end to see how I made it. To make this, I use 4 yards of fabric. I use 2 yards for the wrapper, 1 yard for the sleeve, and 1 yard for the deep cow neckline. So this is me in the last tutorial trying to draft the pattern for the cow neck. So guys, this is where I stopped the last time, so continue from here. So the next thing for me to do now is to go ahead and hem the neckline, the back neckline. Remember, if you have watched the video on how I made the other cow neck dress, you will know that I have already added sewing allowance to all of these, both the neckline and the side seam. So first of all, I'm going to go ahead and go to my machine now, and this is it. After sewing the neckline of the back, I've gone ahead and used bias. I made a bias with the fabric and use it to turn it. So the next thing we will do now is to join the shoulder. Remember, we have marked the notch where the shoulder started, as you can see, and this is the right side of the fabric. So I'm going to place right side facing together. I'll place the shoulders together like this. You can see this is the shoulder. You place it together. Oh, this is the back. Right side facing together. Don't make this mistake. So you place it like this, and you're going to use this is the lining we use, the facing. Anyway, you're going to use the facing to fold it over like this and sew it on the both side. Once you're done doing that, you go ahead and close the side seam. So let me do that and show you the next step. This is it after sewing it. As you can see, I have closed the side seam, hemmed the lower part. Every other thing is just remaining the sleeve. Guys, can you see how low or how deep this cow neck is? Can you see how deep it is? I just want to have it as deep as this. I hope YouTube doesn't do anything to this video. I just pray so. So if you want yours to drop further, you go down further to the waistline or like 3 inches below the armhole. So this is what I'll be using for now. Next thing we are going to do is to cut the bell sleeve. For the sleeve, I'll be using 1 yard of fabric, and I have folded this selvage to selvage into 2 like this, as you can see. So the next thing I would do is to fold it in a triangle form like this. Can you see what I'm doing? Fold it in a triangle form like this. So after folding it, you make sure at least from the hemline you came up at least like 13 inches. So from this place, I'll take the length of the sleeve. I want it to be 28 inches. I've added the sewing allowance, the hemming allowance, the one that will make it to, you know, fold like this. Everything is inclusive. So I'm going to cut this out from here. You square out a line from here like this. and you're going to cut this. So now next thing, I'm going to come down 3 inches. So you come down like 3 inches. I'm going to cut the head of the sleeve. So just you should have an idea of how to make a sleeve. So this is basically it. Next thing I would do is to go to my machine now, and I'm going to hem this for me to put elastic. So first of all, I'm going to overlock it, and then I'm going to fold it for me to pass elastic into it. This is it after sewing it, guys. I decided not to add elastic to this, but I made a space for elastic. After sewing it, I made a space for elastic for me to insert elastic. So I have a lot of cow neck tops that have this bell sleeve, so I decided not to add elastic to this one. I'm going to just leave it like that. But if you want to add elastic to yours, this is the space for it. You can add elastic to this, but for mine, I'm going to I've decided to leave it like this, just a bell sleeve without elastic. So I'll go ahead and I will attach this to my main bodies. Nothing serious, so just go ahead. You can notch the center. Just go ahead and notch the center like this, and you're going to, from inside, place the underarm to the underarm, as you can see. Then you align it with the notch you have made for on the shoulder. So you can see, align it with it, and you're going to go ahead and sew it round. Guys, with this we have come to the end of today's video. This is hectic. This is really hectic. I'm going to really divide this video into 2 because this is really long. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
You no finish them won't fight us. If them they run them no fit catch up. I know they from say I too righteous. No come they from say you too like us. They no get it time but they hate and they bad energy. Got my mind on my money. Make you dance like broccoli. Steady gain like broccoli. Steady on my grind, no one hear what they want telling me. Could deny my fantasy. Then when they check if my